Welcome back to Talk Tanning, where we spotlight inspiring stories from the world of sunless beauty. I'm your host, Tatiyana, and today I'm excited to introduce someone who truly embodies what it means to turn passion into a thriving business. Please welcome BraKell Wiley, a beauty
Hi.
enthusiast and a spray tan artist, the ultimate girl's girl whose journey went from garage tans to glowing dreams. Let's dive in. Welcome, Brickell.
Thank you. Thank you so much for having me. I'm so excited.
Absolutely. I'm so excited to have you as well. I first stumbled upon your Instagram and I just thought, this girl is crushing it.
That's so nice.
I absolutely love everything I see and everything
Thank
you're
you.
doing. So tell us a little bit about yourself.
So I am 29 years old. I currently live in Salt Lake City, Utah. I'm from Southern Utah originally, so I've lived up in Salt Lake for 10 years now. And I started spray tanning 2 years ago last month. So it was exactly 2 years on March 29th. And yeah, I just live in Salt Lake with my boyfriend and my puppy. And yeah.
That's so fun.
Mhm.
I visited Salt Lake like one time in my life,
Oh, really?
and we really just like flew into Salt Lake City because
Yeah.
we were driving to Park City, Utah
Oh, okay. Yeah.
to go skiing, and that was like so fun.
Yeah.
I feel like when you think of Salt Lake City, it's kind of like, okay, Mormontown, but
Yeah.
honestly, it's such a
Vibe here. I feel like it's growing, but yeah, that is definitely here. But it's also like Park City is so fun. Salt Lake is definitely, I feel like, growing city. Like there's a lot more to do now, I feel like.
That's awesome. Yeah,
Yeah.
maybe like all the California people.
Literally. And like all the reality shows that are being filmed here.
That's cool.
Yeah.
That's really cool. Well, what are three things your bestie would say about you?
I feel like they would say I'm definitely very outgoing. I march to the beat of my own drum. I'm an Aquarius, so I definitely am always kind of doing my own thing. I also think they'd probably say that I'm very loud and like fun. I think they would say I'm fun. Like I try to be, so I don't know. I'm crazy in like a good way, I think they'd say.
I feel like we all have a little bit of crazy in us.
Yeah.
So being crazy in a good way.
Yeah, like I'm very loud. I'm definitely the ones to like get my friends up and be like, okay, let's like go
Let's
do something
go.
fun. Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
Well, how did you first fall in love with beauty and specifically spray tanning?
So I got my first spray tan in eighth grade, or maybe like even a little bit younger than that. And I
Wow.
just remember I don't get tan from the sun like at all. I always burn. I've never gotten any color from the sun or laying out or anything. So my mom took me to get a spray tan for the first time, like in a booth. And I just remember like I did not even want to rinse the bronzer off. I was just like, oh my gosh, like this is so fun. And then from there, like I'm from a really small town, so for prom and like dance competitions, there would be moms in my neighborhood who would literally just do it out of their garage. And I always just thought it was so cool, and I always like was that one friend who was always self-tanning like religiously. So then I always just kind of had it in the back of my mind like this is cool. Like I don't know, it was just so interesting to me that somebody could just like have a machine and like give somebody a spray tan. So then I started seeing people that I knew in my city. They were all starting their own business and like doing certifications. So I'm like, I'm gonna do that. And then the rest is just kind of history.
Wow, amazing. Well, can you take us back to those early garage tan days?
Yeah.
What inspired you to start your own spray tanning in your apartment?
I always thought it was so cool and interesting. Like you could just go and somebody could, it's not like the booth, you know, it's not like you stand there and you get sprayed by a machine and it like misses spots or like gets your hands all orange. Like it's somebody actually spraying, making sure everything's even. And it always just kind of stuck with me. And when I wanted to start my own business, I was just like, I'm just going to do this and I'm literally just going to do it in my apartment. And yeah, I just kind of turned a little area into like a corner, like a spray tan corner.
I
And I
love
just have people come over. Yeah. And I thought I was going to be a mobile, like a strictly mobile business, but I feel like a lot of people here in Salt Lake would prefer just to come to me. So, and just building a clientele, like I was like, I don't really have a clientele yet, so I guess I'll just have people come over here and I'll just do it here. So I kind of just put a tent up, had a little cart of like all my solutions, and they would just come get a tan in my living room and then leave.
Well, I just love hearing that you turned garage tans
Yeah.
into a thriving, glowing business.
Yeah, yeah.
So that's amazing, Brakel. Like,
Oh, thank you.
that's honestly incredible. I'm so happy for you. And I
Thank you.
feel
That's so
like
sweet.
that side hustle thing, it's just so cool. So, like, first the thought is it's a side hustle. Let me do it to make money on the side.
For sure.
No big deal. I'll pop up a tent and get people spraying.
100%.
And then you realize, you're like, wait, this is
Yeah.
like so much more than a
Well,
side
and I like
hustle.
never knew, obviously, when I first started and I started my Instagram and I'd see other spray tan artists like actually running full on businesses. And it wasn't just like, yeah, a side hustle. It's like this is like a whole industry. It's
Yeah,
just crazy to see. I never knew ever that that even existed. And I feel like if I would have found that sooner, I definitely would have started sooner. But
yeah,
it's just crazy, like what, yeah, I feel like spray tanning, like people don't take it as seriously sometimes, but it's like a full on industry, thriving, booming, like
100%.
service. Yeah.
Oh yeah, 100%. And I even myself, like, I never thought I was gonna be a spray tan artist forever. I just
Yeah.
did it, and I started back in 2009. So I don't know
Yeah.
if
That
you
is
know that about.
crazy. That is crazy.
I was 19 years old when I first learned, and it was just like one door led to the next, and then I just like never stopped. You
Yeah.
know,
See, that's amazing.
yeah, and like what it's been today is just so incredible because I remember preaching to people. I would go around everywhere I went and I was like, come get a spray tan with me.
Yeah. Yeah.
We called it airbrush tanning. And I was like, come get an airbrush tan, come get an airbrush tan.
Yeah.
And people were like, what's an airbrush tan?
I know.
And I'm like, let me show you.
Yeah.
So it's really cool. And then today
Totally.
I have a sunless only tanning salon in
That is amazing.
Pasadena.
Yeah.
And it's
Amazing.
a full blown, like, everybody comes in and gets spray tanned. And I feel like for instant gratification too, right? Like, especially the
Yeah.
way the world has evolved
For
with social
sure.
media and all that stuff, we want instant results.
100%. Yeah.
So don't sit out in the sun for hours. Come
Yes.
get a spray tan.
It's done. It's like 20 minutes and you're tan and it's so, yeah, it's the best.
I also feel like you would never get this kind of color under the sun. Like it's just
No, for sure. And like I wouldn't even
impossible.
know. I don't think I've ever in my life gotten a tan from the sun. Like I just burn always. So I wouldn't even know. But getting a spray tan and just having color, one day you're pale, the next day you're tan, it's just there's nothing like it. It's the best.
Best thing ever.
Yeah, literally.
What made you choose spray tanning over other beauty services like hair and makeup?
So I've always been really drawn to the beauty industry. I've worked in salons like receptionist or I've done social media jobs for a hair salon. And I'm just, I don't know, I'm not really good at hair or makeup or any of those things. Like, and I just never really felt like that compelled. And probably just because I didn't really have an interest in it. Like I really loved the beauty industry and like felt like I wanted to be a part of it. I just didn't really know where I fit in that. And then when I found spray tanning, I was like, okay, wait, this is actually something that I love, that I do all the time,
Yeah.
and that I think I would be good at. And I don't know, like I know the feeling that I get when I leave my spray tan appointment, and I was just like, I want to do that. I just thought like as soon as I found spray tanning, I was like, okay, this like makes perfect sense. Like this feels definitely what I was supposed to be doing.
I love that. That's
Yeah.
so aligned.
Yeah. Oh, 100%.
In spray tanning now.
So it was, so my 2 year anniversary was on March 29th. So exactly a
Ah,
month ago. Yeah.
happy
Yeah.
anniversary. Well, what would you say the biggest lesson you've learned so far?
I would say probably that it's a lot of cleaning, way
Okay.
more cleaning than I ever anticipated.
Yeah.
But
It's a
also,
messy business.
yeah, no, literally. But also, I would say it's not like obviously spray tanning, at least where I live, and I think in California too, like it's not regulated. Like you don't have to be like you don't have to go to school or have like a like hair school or nail school.
Yeah.
So really anyone can like pick up a machine and be like, "Oh, I'm going to start doing spray tans," but it's so much more work than I think people realize, like understanding how to like customize a solution like to match like your client's skin tone or growing a clientele or just the like technique in general. Like it's just so much that I think people don't really think about.
Right.
So that is definitely one thing. Like I thought I was just gonna get a machine and I was just gonna like start, but it definitely like is a lot of work.
Comes with a lot of lessons
A
for
hundred
sure.
percent, yeah.
Yeah, I actually really love that you brought that up because spray tanning for me is such an artistry.
100%.
And it's such a vulnerable business. Like
Oh yeah.
people need to A, get comfortable, and B, you as an artist really are responsible for multiple attributes
Oh yeah.
about the whole thing. So yeah, that's huge, girl. So yeah, thanks for bringing that up because
Yeah.
I feel like that's one thing that it's probably what I feel like the industry is suffering with. Like anybody and anybody can just pick up a machine and create their own way,
Yeah,
but there isn't like this standard way of doing
for
things.
sure. And I think people don't really realize that like spray tans are not one size fits all. Like it's like you have to, it depends on the client, it depends on their skin type, depends on like their color goal.
Yeah,
It's not just like you come in, you get it, you spray tan someone with just whatever solution you have, and then, like it takes a lot of educating yourself. And I
yeah,
think that is a really important thing too, like investing in like proper education.
yeah.
That is something that I'm really grateful that I did, is like getting certified. Yeah.
Yeah, and that's going to differentiate yourself. And I think it's also going to measure the level of your success.
For
I think
sure.
spray tan artists who continue doing it as a side hustle and maybe just do it just to make a couple bucks here and there, like good for
Yeah.
you. Like
Yeah.
I support that and I get that. And I love that more people are getting into it in order to promote spray tanning.
Yeah.
On the other side, when you're educated, when you've been properly trained, I think that's really going to set you apart from the girl doing it down the street, you
A
know?
hundred percent. A hundred
So,
percent.
yeah, so that also has to do with clientele building too. I
Yes.
think that a lot of my clients stick to me. And not gonna lie, I've had clients that have left and they've tried
Yeah.
other places. And then they come back and they go, okay, Tatiana, full
Yeah.
transparency. I did go somewhere else. I messed up so badly. And you're it. You're my it girl. Like,
Well, and there's so many like little details too that I feel like before I got sort of like before I learned the right way, like I would have never thought like you need to like blend out people's wrists or put barrier cream on the right places. You know what I mean? Or like drying powder. Like I never would have ever, I don't know, I just would have never thought of that. And like when I would get spray tans in the past, like they wouldn't do that for me. So
yeah,
I'm like, okay, when I learned, and that was how I got certified by Sprays by Abby, and she like taught me all of that. I was just like, okay, wait, this is like, I'm just so glad I learned that way to really set myself apart from maybe, yeah, just like somebody not doing it that way. Just
sure.
because I want my clients to know, like, we are definitely, every little detail is being noticed and taken like account of.
This is a full service
A
spray tan
hundred percent. A
salon.
hundred
Yeah.
percent.
Not an express car wash. It is a
Yes,
full service.
literally.
Yeah, I love that. Well,
Yes.
shout out to Spray Tans by Abby. I'm gonna
Yes.
hit her up for my next podcast.
Yeah, she's amazing. Yeah, she's amazing.
Okay, cute.
Yeah, I'll send you her Instagram.
Please, yeah, that'd
Yeah.
be awesome. Why don't you help us out? Tell us a little bit about how you balanced your spray tan side hustle while working a full-time job.
So a lot of caffeine, a lot of caffeine for sure. I mean, it's a lot. I'm not gonna lie. Sometimes it's definitely like, okay, wow. It's literally like having two full-time jobs. Like I work 7:30 to 4, and then I usually will tan like as soon as I get home, so like 4:30. and then usually till about like 9:30, depending on the day.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it's literally a lot. Like, it's a long work day sometimes, and my poor boyfriend and all my friends, I'm like, sorry, I am working. I can't hang out or I can't like do any of this. But I mean, I
God,
think
God forbid there is like
I
traffic
know,
or something. You're,
I know. But and I do think like I mean, if like sorry, gosh, like having the spray tan part is like it doesn't just feel like just a job, you know? So I do think that really helps. Like I do feel like it's kind of just like hanging out with my friends sometimes just because I
yeah.
love all my clients so much. So that helps. Like I could have like a really stressful day at my day job and then I'll get home and I'll be like, "Oh my gosh, I do not feel like doing this tonight. Like I just want to lay in bed." And then my clients will come and then we like catch up and like yap and just like, they like spill the tea for me. And I'm like, okay, wait, that was so much fun. Like, I'm so happy. Like, it just like definitely like recharges my battery like
Yeah.
every day. And obviously, some days are harder than others, but I feel
Totally.
like for the most part, it's like it definitely makes me feel super fulfilled and like I have a purpose. Like it's not like I'm just waking up every day, going to work, coming home. It's like I'm working towards something with my spray tan business. So it definitely helps me feel motivated and like fulfilled.
I love that you just said that. And I can relate to you so deeply on this. Not to get too personal, but literally, spray tanning was like my escape. Like,
Oh yeah.
I had a very long term relationship, and whenever I used to have any type of issues in my relationship, I would just look forward to my spray tan
Yeah,
appointments. And I feel like it became my escape. It was
for
just
sure.
like, nope, sorry, I'm spray tanning. Nope, sorry, I'm booked
Yep.
with clients. Nope, sorry, I can't, I'm busy. Like,
Hmm.
yeah, I'm booked and busy. And
Yeah.
it is really a form of therapy. I
Oh,
mean,
for sure. For sure. And it's like we're all just like girls, and it's like, I don't know, we have way more in common than we have different. So it's so fun like having your clients come and just like talking and like laughing with them.
yeah.
It's definitely like healing for sure.
Well, I love that girls part about you.
Yeah.
Such a girl's
I
girl.
try. Yeah, I definitely try.
Well, what's your secret to making your clients feel so comfortable? Because we all know that spray tanning clients require to be vulnerable.
I definitely like what you said earlier, like how we do have like a responsibility just because people are getting like naked in front of us,
Yeah.
or like getting undressed in front of us. Like I do take that part really seriously. So I really just try to be like as warm and as like communicative as possible. Like I always text my clients ahead of time. I always like really, especially if it's like a new client, like I really make it a point for they come, we have like a little consultation, we go over any questions that they have. I
That's
have
the
like
pro tip,
disposable.
ladies. Take
Yeah,
notes. That's
yeah,
the pro tip.
yes, yes. Always do a consultation. And I try to just really make them feel like they're just coming over like to like a girlfriend's house and we're gonna get a spray tan. And I try to be really talkative and like engaging with them to kind of like even distract them. Like, okay, yes, this is weird. Like we just met. Now you're taking
Yeah.
your clothes off in front of me, but like tell me the tea about your ex-boyfriend. Like, tell me that.
I love that. Oh
Yeah.
my gosh, that's amazing.
I just try to keep it like fun and light and like comfortable as possible.
I love that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, anyone that's in Salt Lake City, go see my girl BraKell because she's got
Yes, come see
the
me.
tan touch.
I
I
love
love
it.
that.
Yeah.
I'd love to touch a little bit on your social media growth because that's how I know that's how I found you. So tell us a little bit about, how creating content has helped you grow your brand.
So I actually I have experience in doing social media like management, like my last job. That's what I did for like 4 years and it was for
Oh,
like an
wow.
iron door company.
That's
And then
cool.
I still do the Instagram for a blow dry bar here. So that has
No
really helped
way.
me. Yeah. So that has really, really, really helped me, like having like to have to make posts for that. And I've
Okay.
always loved it. Like literally, I would do that like for free because it's just fun, like making cute little content and captions and stuff. And I take it like I'll literally be in bed at night just like making content. My boyfriend's like, okay, like go to bed. But I don't know. I just
Wait,
really enjoy it.
Raquel, hold
Yeah.
on. There's like a whole other business here.
I know, I know. I definitely need to like tap into that.
Oh my gosh.
Um,
Okay, we need to talk about this.
Yes, yes, I definitely need to tap into that part. When you first start out, like you're just kind of taking whoever you can tan, but I really made it a point to focus. I invested in getting branding done and like a brand photo shoot. So
Yeah.
I think that was really helpful. And then just being super consistent and posting at least like 5 times a week. And I think that has helped me just because people are seeing the consistency and they're obviously like coming to your page and seeing that you're posting. And I just try to be really like available on social media.
Yeah.
So I think
Will you
that has
tell
helped a
us,
lot.
will you tell us what tips could you give someone who's struggling to stay consistent?
Yes, for
Because I
sure.
think consistency is really important. And I feel like as a spray tan artist, you're wearing a million hats, you know?
Oh yeah.
You're
It's
doing
like a third job.
it is. And it's like you're being the business owner, you're doing the buying, the marketing, the spray tans, this
The
and that.
cleaning
The
and then
cleaning,
the yeah.
the cleaning. I can't
Yeah.
mention the cleaning.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, the cleaning.
I know,
Yeah,
literally.
so give us some tips on staying consistent.
I think like the number one thing, and this is what I tell everybody, like I have friends in like all over the spectrum when it comes to the beauty industry. Like I have friends that do microblading, brows, hair, nails, and I'm just like, you just have to do it. Like I know it's hard and it takes like effort, but it's like you can't care what other people think. You can't care about like being cringe or
Yeah,
like looking dumb or silly. Like you literally just have to do it. And like I'll get on Pinterest or I'll get on TikTok or like I'll look through reels and see what's like popular or like what's trending. And I always try to like make it my own.
yeah,
And then just wherever you can get inspo, like literally just get your phone out and like get on the notes app and just put ideas in there. And then you just have to do it. Like that's really the only advice I have is it's hard and it's not easy, but you just have to like put blinders on and not care what anybody thinks and like don't be afraid to like be cringy. Like just, you just got to do it.
just do it and be cringe.
Exactly,
Wow.
exactly. Definitely, like I would say, like get a Canva account that really makes it helpful. Like there's so many things on there that you can just like go edit and
Okay,
just
nice.
try to make it your own and like really have like your like personality like come through in your content. I think that also really helps.
Yeah,
So
that's a good one.
yeah.
I love that. So many pro tips here. This is amazing. This is one of the biggest reasons why I wanted to start the Talk Tanning podcast.
Yeah,
There's just so many layers to tanning. It's
a hundred
insane.
percent.
I'm obsessed.
Yeah, 100%. It's amazing.
Well, where do you see like the future of your spray tan business headed in the next few years?
I mean, I would love to obviously be doing it full time. This is definitely what I feel like I'm supposed to do is, and I feel like some people think it's, I mean, obviously you and like the people listening understand, but like people in my real life are like, oh my gosh, what? Like you want to do spray tans? I'm like, yes, I do. So I definitely want to be doing spray tans full time. I would love to like own a salon. That is like my ultimate goal one day is like to have my own little salon with like people working under me. Yeah,
Okay,
that's
so
like
that's
my
going to
number
be
one goal.
that's your prayer request. I'm going
Yes.
to pray for you
Yes. Thank
and I'm
you.
going to pray for God to guide
Yes,
you in that
please do. Yes,
direction.
yes,
That's
for sure.
awesome.
Thank you.
Well, if you could just close your eyes right now and just picture your dream salon, what would that look and feel like?
I would definitely want it to be very girly, very like you walk in and it's just like girl world, like Barbie land.
Oh, I love
I
that.
definitely want it to feel very comfortable and good vibes, like a very luxurious kind of salon that doesn't just feel like a normal tanning salon. Like I want it to feel like an experience for sure. That's another thing I do all the time on Pinterest is I just like look at salon inspo because that's definitely like on my vision board for sure.
Yes,
Yes.
girl. Bring that to life one day.
Yes,
Yes.
100%. Yeah.
Okay, well, we have to talk about this.
Okay.
So you've tanned Jesse McCartney.
Yes, I
My
did.
God, girl, tell us everything.
Okay, it was definitely crazy. This was like last May. So I had been tanning a little over a year. And I remember I had the worst week that week. I had the worst week. Like things in my personal life, things with clients, like it was just not my week. And I woke up and I had this appointment request and it was from a random guy's name. And since I tan from home, I am always a little bit apprehensive, like when I see a male client, just because I just want to be safe.
Of course, yeah.
Yeah, so I texted them and I was just like, "Hi, this is BraKell, like just confirming your appointment." And was like, "What are you tanning for?" Like, like just trying to get like basic information.
Sure.
And then the guy, he was like, "Oh, I actually booked for my client. He has a show tonight at the Depot." And which is just like a venue like by my house. At the
Uh-huh.
time I was living in downtown Salt Lake, so I was like, what? So I googled it. I googled like who's performing at like this concert venue, and it said Jesse McCartney, and I was like, there is no way. And I like texted my friends, texted my boyfriend. I'm like, there is no way that is Jesse McCartney.
Oh my
And they were like, oh my gosh, you have to just go with it, like just see, like just you have to like see it through. So I was just like, okay, like blah 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 blah, like we were just texting. And then he was like, okay, we'll keep the appointment under my name, but like he'll be there at 4. And I was like, okay. So all day I'm dying, like the anticipation was like killing me, because I'm like, it's either going to be him or it's going to be like a backup dancer or something.
yeah.
So I'm like, I'm either going to be like, I don't know. I'm home and I get a call and I answer it, and immediately I recognized his voice, because obviously like he was like the Justin Bieber, like before Justin Bieber.
Oh my gosh.
So I loved him like when I was like in middle school. So I recognized his voice and he's like, "Hi, I'm in your lobby." And I was just like, "Oh my gosh." So I go down my elevator and he's just sitting there like in my apartment lobby. It literally felt like a movie. And like people in my building were like kind of looking at us like, who, because it's, I don't know, it was just like, it was just so random for him to be there. So
Sure.
we went up and he was so nice, and I just gave him a spray tan, and then he was like, "If you want to come to my concert," like he left me tickets. So me and my best friend went, and then we got to meet him after and like take a photo with him. But he was so nice, and it was like, I just remember like that week I was had the worst week, and then I got to do that and I was like, okay, this is exactly like the stars align. Definitely. Like I
Oh
just
my
felt so
gosh, absolutely. And talk about how you went from garage tans to building this business. And that was just the confirmation. That was like,
for
this
sure.
is why we do
Exactly.
this.
Yeah.
Just
Hmm.
how one door leads to the next, leads to the next. That was
Yes.
not a mistake. That was
For
God's way of
sure.
saying, girl,
Yeah,
I
for
got
sure. For sure. Yes. Like this is what you're supposed to be doing. Like, yeah, definitely. It
Oh
was
my gosh,
amazing.
this is amazing. I'm
Yes.
so happy.
Thank you. It was so
Well,
cool.
like, is there anything else you want to share with us? Like, anything else about your spray tan journey that you would like to share?
Pretty much like I love spray tanning and I love the industry. It's like nothing I've ever experienced. Like it's so uplifting and I've met so many amazing women from it. Like I have a little group chat like full of other spray tan artists that we just type in all the time, and we're always just like supporting each other. And I feel like all of the people that I've met through spray tanning have just been so kind, and like there's no gatekeeping. It's all just like trying to help build each other up, and I just really love this industry, and I really want to be like, I don't know, I'm all about that. Like I never want to be gatekeepy. I never want to be like, I want people to feel like they can come to me and message me about anything, whether it's like another artist or a client. Like I just really love the industry and want to be in it for the long haul. So
Yeah,
yeah, that's pretty much it. I'm very, very passionate about spray tanning, and I'm just so excited to kind of see where the future takes me.
I love that. Well,
Yeah.
thank you so much for sharing your story
Yeah.
with us today.
Of
This is
course. Thank you
amazing.
so much for having me. This was so fun.
Absolutely. I mean, what a joy to have you and listen to all your awesome pro tips.
Yeah.
And I think you're truly an inspiration for
Thank you.
being courageous and taking that step of starting your journey and building your business. And tell us where listeners can find you and follow you online.
So my Instagram is at bronze by BraKell. So that's probably the easiest way to find me. I also have a website. It's just bronzebybrakel.com. But
I'll
my
link all
Instagram is,
those in the description.
yeah, thank you. But yeah, my Instagram is definitely the like first place that you'll find me is there. So Yeah, I'm always there.
Amazing. So we're going to keep in touch. And I want to be added in that girly group.
Yeah, of course.
Added in that group.
Yes.
BraKell, thank you so much for sharing
Thank
your
you. Thank you
heart.
so much for having me.
You're welcome. Absolutely. And thank you for sharing your heart, your hustle, and your glow with us today. Your
Yes.
story is a reminder that with passion, consistency, and a little sparkle of bravery, anyone can build a beautiful future of doing what they love. And if you found this episode inspiring you today, please share it, subscribe, share it with a fellow glow getter. And until next time, we'll keep glowing and talk tanning.